Hello, hello, Power Partners in Solar. Your California mentor here, Marisa Fletcher, and I am just sending this video to answer the most common question that I get when someone joins Power. And that question is, what do I do now? How do I get started? What's the quick and dirty way, so to speak, to get going and get things moving? So I've decided to answer that. This session has maybe 10 slides. So if you hang in there with me, we'll get through all the way to the end, and you guys will have a little template or you will have my version of what I do to get people enrolled and signed up with Power. Okay. All righty. So our agenda today is welcome to Power. Thank you guys for being part of the amazing company Power and being part of the Power Partners in Solar group. But in this little quick video, I'm going to show you how to become a bill collector, where you can start, what you can say, and how to follow up and get people to sign up on either your ambassador or your consultant link to help grow your organization. All righty. Right before we jump into that agenda, I'm going to just tell you a little bit about myself for those that don't know who I am or haven't had a chance to meet me yet. But my name is Marisa Fletcher. I own King Solar Pros, and we are partnered with Powur Solar. That is a picture of my husband and myself. His name is DeMarco. I am Marisa. We also own a real estate company, real estate brokerage. We've been doing that for almost 20 years, and now we have been doing Power since March of 2019. And as I mentioned before, I am a California mentor for the Power organization. So if there are California deals and you need some advice, you need some help, give me a call. My contact info will be included in this little video as well. All right, so let's get right to it. When I joined Power, I had to learn what was the most productive things for me to do with my time in order to get more bills, right? Because with Power, the more energy bills we collect, the more proposals we can send to clients, and the more solar deals we're going to be able to do, the more people we're going to be able to help cut that energy cost. Okay. And so some of the important things that you want to do when you get started with Power, here's the list of my top 5 most productive things that I do. Number 1 is I make a new contact every day. It could be a new contact, or it could be someone that has come into my sphere from the past, but not a friend, not a family member, not somebody that I talk to every day on the phone, but a new contact. Sometimes it's from my social media, it's from new people in my organization, but the goal is to make a new contact every day and talk about solar, okay, every day of the week. So Monday through Friday and Saturday and Sunday too, you should be mentioning solar to someone. That's what I did to grow my business. Either I'm telling people that I joined this great company called Power and that I'm helping homeowners save money on their energy costs by going solar, or I'm telling people about the great referral program that we have at Power that allows people to make $1,000 per referral that they pass for going solar. So the bottom line is there's always someone that you can be talking to about solar. Sometimes I hear, oh, well, what if someone is an apartment owner, they don't own their own home yet? You can still talk to them about the ambassador program, right? They probably know a homeowner, I'm sure they do, that may have high energy bills that you can help them reduce. Okay. So number 1 is you got to make a new contact every day. If you did that every day of the week, that's only 365 people that you talk to in a year. And that contact, I mean, you could be having a 5-10 minute conversation. It could be in the store. It can be, sometimes I got door knocked once by an ADT rep. And he came to my door at about 6 o'clock at night trying to sell me an alarm system. Well, he was my contact for that day. His name was Kevin. And I talked to him about Power. Hey, he's already door knocking. So, why not door knock for solar? And I talked to Kevin, and he's now a part of my organization. So that was my one contact for the day. So each day I try to remember, who can I talk to about solar? Or when it starts getting later, I start to think, did I make my contact? Okay. And then I want to talk about solar every day of the week. Again, like I mentioned before, you can offer the $1,000 referral fee to everyone. So you can literally be calling from the angle and prospect of, this is what I say sometimes, especially with the way the world is now and with businesses, people being at home and businesses being shut down. I'll ask people, have you been interested in possibly creating a side hustle for yourself, or creating an additional revenue stream for your current business, or in creating a whole new career for yourself now that we're involved in COVID or in the middle of COVID? So There's always a way to approach someone when it comes to solar and when it comes to power. And it can either be from the homeowner perspective or from the business owner slash referral perspective. Does that make sense? The next thing that I have to focus on each and every day is becoming a bill collector. I have to remember that I can't present any proposal if I don't have a bill. I had to tell myself, especially that in the beginning, because I was trying to learn everything. But I couldn't really learn it until I put my hands on it and actually go through it. So I would recommend to everyone, when you first come in, become a bill collector. Even if it's your own bill, just to see how presenting would work, just to see how the system works on the back end. But once you become a bill collector, you get that first bill, the second bill, the third bill in the system, everything pretty much just falls into place after that. So it's very productive to become a bill collector. And then last but not least, wash, rinse, and repeat. I focus on making sure that I follow these steps every day, or at least 5 out of the 7 days of the week, whatever your work schedule looks like. But you got to wash, rinse, and repeat and do the same things over and over. And as you begin to do that, you'll start to build that momentum. And then 30, 60, 90 days is where you start seeing that sweet spot of collecting those bills and getting all those clients to go solar. Okay. All right. So let's talk about your contacts in your phone. This is supposed to be a little bit of a picture of my contact list. That's you can't really make good of that. But when I looked in my phone, I had over 5,000 contacts in my phone. Now I've had this phone number for 20 plus years. So, there's a lot of contacts in there, some that I know, some that I don't. But if you start reaching out to those contacts, you'll start making some connections. The first thing that I would do is call all of the business professionals that I have a relationship with in my contacts. I have a real estate background, so I called escrow officers, home inspectors, title officers, other real estate agents that I did deals with in the past, other real estate brokers. I reached out to professionals first to talk to them about this opportunity. Next on my list was my family member and my friends, my family and friends that, hey, needs to make an extra $1,000 a month by just finding a bill for me. Might want to do a side hustle. They know and believe in the things that I do. So reaching out to them to talk to them about this great career in solar that I've just started is a pretty easy conversation to have. So that's the conversations that I had next. Then you want to reach out to all your associates, anyone that you're currently doing business with in your line of work, anyone that you would consider an associate. If you're in school, if you're in college people are your associates. If you're in the PTA, what about them? Anything like that, right? People that you know, people that already know, trust, and like you, they'll give you an audience just to ask a couple questions. And then lastly, I went through all my networking partners. So I am a part of BNI, Business Network International. And I'm also a part of a couple of other networking groups that meet every week to talk about passing business, talk about each other's businesses and how to pass business amongst each other. So if you're already a part of a networking group, that is a great place to get started. It can be Rotary, Kiwanis, Team Referral Group, the Chamber of Commerce. Those are a lot of networking groups that people help grow their power organization by just talking solar in those networking groups. So if you guys start from these 5 categories, these are your more warm or your hot people that will at least give you an audience most of the time to have that conversation. So you can practice explaining to them about your new company and telling them about solar and all the benefits of solar. Make sense? Awesome. And it's getting dark, so if I'm going away, I apologize. Yeah. Okay, so the next question is that I get asked a lot is, what do I say next, right? What's a script? So I've got a quick and easy script here that you can share with the 5 contact spheres that I had you reach out to. Of course, your script is going to change if you're talking to a stranger, if you're talking to just a new contact or someone new to your network, you're going to have a different script. But this is the quick and dirty, the easy way to talk to the contacts and people that already know, trust, and like you. And so I started with a script like this when I first got in. I've gotten into the solar industry head first, and I'm super excited about it. Do you know anyone that's interested in solar or has questions about solar? That would be what I would ask. right? And please go ahead and ignore that little pop-up. But that would be the question that I ask. And then the next question is, are you interested in solar? So once I ask them first, do they know anyone who has questions about solar? You got to be quiet and kind of let them fill in the blank, fill in the space. And they'll be like, well, you know what? My uncle was just mentioning solar, or my uncle was complaining about his light bill. You'll either hear that, or they'll say, you know what? I don't know anyone at this time. Solar, you're in solar. Awesome, awesome. But I don't know anyone at this time. And so at that point, I say, okay, no problem. Just wanted to let you know what I'm doing here. And before I let you go, are you interested in solar? Have you ever looked at your light bill and seen what it is and taking a look at a solar energy proposal? Okay. Again, I'll be quiet. Now, these are my family members, friends, people that know, trust, and like me. They're either going to tell me, oh, not right now, I'm busy or whatever, or they're going to say, you know what, Marisa, I have thought about solar. And we can jump into a conversation right then and there about it. I can collect their bill and I can set a Zoom meeting to get back on a call and present them an energy savings proposal. Okay, because that's my goal. That's what I want to do. I want to get their energy bill, prepare a proposal, and then get them back on a Zoom call so I can go through that proposal with them. Okay, so this is a quick and easy script. Just if you're just starting out right in the very beginning, this is a script that you want to use. And the focus is to ask them, do they know anyone else who has questions about solar? Don't ask them about solar, anyone else. Once they answer that, if they say no, if they don't say, well, I'm interested in solar, or I've got a friend, before you let them go, you're going to say, are you interested in solar? Make sense? All right. Now, they're going to give you a couple responses. If the response is something negative, I say, you know what? Say, hey, I just wanted to let you know I'm in the industry. If you ever have any questions, I'm always here for you, buddy, or whoever it is you're talking to. If they say anything negative, right? They say something like, yeah, my cousin got it, my brother got it, my neighbor got it, and they hate it. Okay? If you're not prepared to overcome that objection, then just say, you know what? I just wanted to let you know I was in the industry. I really love what I do. And you know me, I'm going to take care of clients and everything. So if you ever are interested in the future or know anyone in the future, let me know. I'm going to be here. Okay. But if their response is something positive, right? Where they're like, I wanted to know more about solar, or yes, and I'm ready to know more. I'm actually going to meet with somebody. If they're positive about solar, you've got two options. If they're positive and it's not for them, if they're positive about it because they know someone else and it's not for them, then you want to lead with the ambassador program. Okay. You want to say, hey, it's great to hear that your neighbor is considering going solar. I can present a proposal for them. We've got some really great rates, some really great financing. I'd love to speak with them. If you connect me with your neighbor and they end up going solar, my company Powur, we pay $1,000 referrals. Is that something you might be interested in? Right. And you want to guide them down the path to join on your ambassador program. Okay. So that they can get that bill for you or give you that name and number and make that ambassador referral fee. Okay. If the response is positive and they want solar for themselves, or they were considering going solar themselves, the first thing you want to let them know is that it's $0 down and $0 out of pocket to go solar. Okay. So $0 down, $0 out of pocket. All I need is a light bill or an energy bill, right? So I can verify that you and your home are eligible to go solar. And then I'll go ahead and get you in touch with my mentor, get you in touch with my business partner, Marisa, and we'll go ahead and present that energy savings proposal for you. How does that sound? And then you wait for them to respond. At this point, I'm going to recommend that if you've got them on the line, that you ask them to send you a light bill while you have them on the phone, on the line. If they say, you know what, that sounds great, that's awesome, I do want to get that proposal, let me get you my bill, I try to turn around and say something like, oh, well, cool, you're with SCE, correct? Or you're with Edison, can you go online and grab a copy of that bill for me? Do you have your online logins? And then I'll hold and try to let them go and find and get that bill for me. That's like a pro tip. The reason for that is that it's really, really hard to collect the bills sometimes. People get busy. Life gets in the way. They say, I'm going to send you the bill, and then they forget for a week or two. The longer it takes us to get the bill, we can't present that proposal, and the less excited they are about finding out about their savings that they could be getting. So if you've got them on the line and they're interested and they were already considering it, any of those things, you might just want to drop in, hey, why don't you send me your bill right now? You can text it to me, you can send it to me off the computer. What's easiest for you? Okay, and try to get in there and get that bill right away, because we are going to need a full clean copy of a light bill in order to qualify them for solar and in order to upload that into Solo. Okay, so at a minimum we've got to get a clean copy of a bill, all pages, because we need to see the graphs so that we can look at their prior energy usage and design them the right system. Does that make sense? So that's the first thing we're going to get. That's probably the hardest part of the job, right? When you ask people about solar, they're interested. They want to know more about it. They've heard about it and they want to know a little bit more. The hardest part is getting that light bill, okay? And there's some tips and tricks and more training on that. So if you need help with that, let me know. Shoot me a reply to this email and I'll send you the training that helps you with more scripting to get a copy of the actual light bill, okay? Awesome, awesome, awesome. A few more slides and we are done. Man, what is the ambassador program? That is a question that you may get. Here's a nice, simple, clean answer. The ambassador program is Powur's referral program. It's no cost to join, and you make $1,000 per solar referral that actually goes solar. Okay, so you could give them that quick and easy answer. And then what you should do after that is send them a templated email with your personal ambassador link. Many of you, when we first get signed up with Powur, you get a getting started email from me, and it's got a whole bunch of stuff on there, a whole lot of tips and tricks. But the very first thing that you should do is make a templated email, and that email should have, you know, a 15-minute video about Powur, the ins and outs of Powur, and then your ambassador link and maybe your consultant link, okay, with a little personal message from you, okay? When you send that email out, that prospect is supposed to watch that video, whether it's the 15-minute Powur video or the 60-minute video. They have a longer one. I would suggest sending out the 15-minute Powur video. They're supposed to watch that video. And after they watch that video, they can then get back to you with any questions that they have about Powur. Okay? So it's pretty straightforward. Once they watch it, they found out the 4 ways that you can make money with Powur. Now they're going to ask a couple of questions with you, okay? But it's all based on them watching that initial video first. So if you do not have your templated email prepared and ready to go, just something that you can either shoot from your email account, something that you can shoot from your notes, so that when people ask you about the program and they want to know more, you can send them this email, okay? It'll save you hours of trying to explain, you know, it'll just save you a lot of time up front. Once they watch the video, then there's only a couple of questions, a handful of questions that need to be answered because most of it was answered in the video. Does that make sense? So talk to them about the ambassador program. Tell them it's Powur's referral program. You can send them the video, okay? Now remember, the ambassador, it's free to join, doesn't cost anything, but the video is talking about becoming a consultant, right? Because as an ambassador, they only make $1,000 of the deal. As a consultant, they make 50% of the deal, right? So that's what's going to be explained in that video as well. So that takes out, you know, all of your answering all the questions. It takes out a lot of the guesswork, and it has all the answers right there for you. Okay. And if you guys do not have that templated email, please reach out to me. My contact info will be at the end of this quick training video, and I'll go ahead and get you a copy of my template for you to change up and just drop and paste your links in it. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. So you're going to send that templated email out to as many people as possible. Now, I always say save that templated email in your templates. I have a few different versions so that I can send it out as I'm on the phone talking to that person, right? Because if I hang up, I'm probably going to forget. My phone rings a lot and I forget stuff. So while I got them on the phone, I'm trying to send them that templated email, okay, so that they know, I know they have it. And then I can also tell them, hey, did you get it yet? If not, check your spam, because sometimes I go to people's spam folders. So either one, right? Try to send it out as soon as possible. That way they can verify whether it went to their spam, or they can verify that they actually got the email, okay? And then before we hang up, my question is, okay, when do you think you'll have a chance to watch the video? Right? I just sent it to them. It's 20 minutes long. When do you think you have a chance to watch the video? Most people say, oh, I'll get to it tomorrow after I get off of work, or I'll get to it today after I get off of work. Okay, something like that, right? I get off work at 5. I'll watch it on my way. I'll watch it when I get off, right? Before I get home. Okay, and then after they say that, I say, awesome. Okay, well, I'm going to follow up with you. You're going to watch it today when you get home. So I'm going to follow up with you Tuesday morning at 10. How does that sound? Is that okay? And of course, they're going to say yes. Sure, no problem. Follow up with me, right? If Tuesday morning at 10 doesn't work, I'm going to follow up with you on Tuesday when you get off work, Tuesday at 5. Does that work? Right? When they tell me that works, I'm going to put it in my calendar. Otherwise, I'll forget. Okay. And this is the key. The follow up is important because if you send the link, if you send the education, if you send the information and you don't follow up, you just prepared someone to join someone else's power organization. Okay, because that's what's going to happen. So once you send the video on the template, you want to make sure you follow up. Hey, Susie, when do you think you're going to get a chance to see it? Oh, you're going to watch it later on tonight? Okay, awesome. You know what? I'll call you back tomorrow. Today's Monday. I'll call you tomorrow at 5:30, same time, and just answer any questions you have. How does that sound? Oh, awesome, awesome. Sure, I'd love that. Okay, great. Talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye. Hang up. Right? And then Tuesday at 5 or 5:30 or whatever that time that I committed to calling them back, I'm going to call them right on time. I'm going to say, hey, Susie, did you get a chance to watch the video? Okay. Hopefully Susie says yes. Or what's going to happen is when I'm calling at 5, Susie's going to see it's me and she's not going to answer. And then she's probably going to watch the video right after that. So if she doesn't answer, I'm going to leave her a quick message and like, hey, lady, I'm sorry I missed you. I'm going to give you a call in about an hour. I'm going to say something like that, right? Because then what's going to happen is she's going to watch that video after she gets my voicemail. And then when I call back at 6:30 now, instead of 5:30, she's actually watched the video. Okay, she's seen it, right? So now that I've confirmed that she's seen the video, I'm basically going to ask her, I'm going to say, that was pretty good, don't you think? Right? It's pretty amazing, right? Get her. I'm pumped up about it, so I'm always excited about them. I'm like, that's it's awesome, isn't it? It's pretty amazing. I love this company. What did you think about that? Or what did you find the most interesting about that video? And then I'm gonna shut up, which is sometimes hard for me because I talk a lot, but I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna let them say, well, gosh, I like the way you can grow your organization, because I'm a part of this group and I grew this member team and I can do that with Powur. Or they're going to say, gosh, I like the cost of goods model. I like the pricing. That's super cheap. I work at this solar company and I only get this much. And yeah, where can I sign up? Right? They're going to give you some indication if they enjoyed that video or if they found something that spoke to them. Okay. Based on what's speaking to them, that's what you're going to talk about with Powur. So if they're excited about the revenue share, that's what we're going to talk about. If they're excited about becoming a possible mentor and being able to sit behind a computer and sell solar from your virtually, then that's what we're going to talk about. Okay. So that way we're not talking about everything related to Powur and vomiting on people, what I call information vomiting, just all this stuff. And they're all super confused, but we're keeping it targeted based on what floats their boat, what excites them about the company. Okay. And then after that, my next question is, well, which way would you like to join, ambassador or consultant? And look at them directly and be quiet. Go for the close. Ask them, which way would you like to join, ambassador or consultant? Ambassador, it's zero cost to join, right? $1,000 on every close. Consultant, $149, $100, $99 setup fee, $50 a month to make 50% of the profit. Which one would you like to do? Okay. Now, whether they decide to join or not, right? If they join right then, I'm going to get them signed up. And when someone wants to be an ambassador or a consultant for me, I go to my own link and I sign them up. I say, give me your first and last name. What is your preferred email? What is your preferred phone number? And I sign them up myself. It will send them an email, and then all they must do at that point is verify that email. Okay. So if I'm signing them up and we're on a Zoom call right now and I'm signing them up, okay, I'll say, hey, go check your email. Go ahead and verify that. And they're going to verify that and get set up. Okay. Now you've got your ambassador or you've got your consultant for the organization. And now they can plug into the training and get going to getting glass on the roof and paneling the planet. Does that make sense? Now, what about those that say, I liked it. I like everything about it, but I'm not quite ready to make the jump yet. I'm not quite ready to join. You know what? That's okay too. That's totally okay. What I would do at that point is that I would invite them to the Powur Live that we have every 2 weeks. Okay. We just had one, just this Monday. It's Monday today. But every 2 weeks we have it in English, and every other 2 weeks we have it in Spanish. So it's every single Monday at 5 p.m. on powurhour.com. It's POWUR hour.com. And it's every single week at 5 p.m. It just depends if your native language is Spanish or English as to what calls you would invite your prospects to. If they're not ready yet and they're not ready to make that commitment, invite them to that live call. They'll get to see the whole Powur story, the vision about the culture, about the company, about the owner, Jonathan Budd. Okay, so you've given them the different opportunities in the platform and how to make money. And now the Monday Night Live call is going to get them the culture, the company, in touch with other mentors and top sales professionals in the company that started in Powur 2 years ago and are trending $1 million, or trending $500,000, or trending $250,000 a year. Some of these people are only working part-time, 2-3 days a week, trending that amount of income. So on those Monday Night Live calls, that's where they'll get that information. That's where they'll get that inspiration. So I would invite them to that call. After that call, again, let's jump on a Zoom and let me answer any questions you have at this point. Okay, so we've now prepped them with 2 different calls, either a video call that's just video on their own time, and then also a live Monday night call at 5 p.m. on Monday night, depending on their native language, which Monday they'll be on, right, where they've gotten all the information about Powur that they need in order to make a decision, whether they want to be an ambassador or a consultant. Okay, once they make that decision and become an ambassador or a consultant within the platform, now they have access to the mentors' calendars, and they can get on our calendar and drill us if they want. They're going to also get into our Facebook groups that we have available, and they can ask questions there to their heart's desires. They will also get the training platform, the training calendars. They'll also get the Getting Started guide that has all the other millions of questions that anyone could have. All of those resources and tools are available. So when you get the questions on, well, where do I get my clients? How do I prospect? How does the proposal work? What about the cost? How much is my commission going to be? Any questions like that. That's once they plug in and become an ambassador or a consultant, because then they can get those trainings that'll be answered for them directly. We have trainings every single Tuesday for Powur consultants. We have trainings on Mondays for mentors. We have another Tuesday training that's for the top producing members in the team. So there's plenty of tools and resources to get you trained, and get you going and get you to being prosperous and productive within the Powur platform. Okay. And so that, my friends, is my quick and dirty intro to Powur, the easiest way to make some income with Powur. What should you say? What should you do? I know it was quick and dirty. There's much more tools and trainings available. The easiest way to get that info is to reach out to me. Here is all my contact information. If you want to shoot me an email, reach out to me on Instagram, or just give me a call. I'll be more than happy to link up with you. As you are part of my team, you're a part of my organization, and it is my job and my desire to help you guys grow within Powur as much as you want. Okay? So thanks again for the time. I'm sorry it's dark. I keep putting my face close so you can see me. But yeah, I really wanted to get this video out. I didn't want another day to go by without getting you guys this information. And again, any questions about this, or if you want further info or further training, let me know. Thanks so much, you guys. I am so happy to be a part of this organization and to be a part of this company with you. And I look forward to growing and just all the things that we're going to be able to do together. Have a blessed evening.